This country bridge right here is where I first fell in love with fishing when I was 17 years old. You see, this bridge covers a spring-fed lake out here in the middle of nowhere. And this lake is unique in that it has no catfish of any kind except for jumbo yellow bullheads. I fished this bridge religiously for 2 summers. And then in the third, I had a friend introduce me to the effectiveness of punch bait in the muddy creek. And so I'd move on from this bridge, and my new obsession for the next 2 years would be fishing that small muddy creek. And 12 years later, the obsession has reemerged. In those early years, we were only using punch bait and catching small channel catfish. And we never caught a flathead, but I'd heard enough stories to know that they were here. After a while, I moved on from this creek. I started fishing bigger rivers and consequently catching bigger fish. I had all but forgotten about this place until last summer. The real question is could everything I've learned fishing elsewhere bring me full circle, back to this muddy creek? Could I finally put a big flathead in my hands from here?
Got it, and it's gonna be in a tree too. Okay, big fish.
When I returned to fish here last summer, I caught more flatheads than I ever did before, but they were mostly small. But I knew there had to be some big ones in here. So now it's time to grind. I'll be fishing this deep, riffling hole every night until I catch a big flathead catfish, relentlessly. Let's go. Oh, something picked it up. That's a fighting one, man. What is that? Right. So if we want to pull this off, we need to acquire some high quality live baits. I've got a new creek spot I'm excited to show you. Hopefully it produces. All right, guys, here we go. Welcome to my bait spot. What it is a small creek. Comes in through here, it riffles over some rocks right here, and then there's a deep hole over here. All right, y'all, so the way I'm gonna be getting bait today, that's just 10-pound braided line, straight to a little hook with a piece of worm on it. And that slow fall of the worm falling through the water, the fish won't be able to stand it here in the summertime. They should be really aggressive. I'm looking to catch at least 25 bait fish, and the reason why 25, the gar could be really bad. We may have to go through a bunch of bait to get to the catfish that we want. Or if the gar are not bad, then we will just save the bait and bring them out tomorrow night when we go fishing again, all right? Something bit it. We got it. A green sunfish. And that one is too small. Well, guys, slow start. Got a couple casts without a bite and a couple casts with just babies. Oh. But we got one there. We'll be able to use that. Look at that. Oh, wow. Look at that. Oh, that's a big one. That's a beautiful, beautiful long-eared sunfish. But look at his colors. And that's a big one. You see that big old noggin on him. Wow. Awesome fish. Okay, well, number one's in the bucket. I'll take that one. Great quality to that one. So that's a good sign to see that it's not just babies in here. Oh. That one picked it up off the bottom. That's a bluegill, it looks like. Hey, there you go. Number 2. We'll take that one all day long. Okay, just got a little bit of worm left on that hook, but I think we'll probably get a bite on it. That's good though. Fish are aggressive. There we go, sweet. Man, these fish are colorful. Look at how red. I've never seen one so red before. Usually they're blue or orange. This guy's really red. So cool. You know, when I was complaining about a slow start, it wasn't that slow. It was just a couple of small ones and a unproductive area over there. Although I bet you we could still catch them over there. But up here, they're biting pretty well. Over here towards the head of the hole. Something inhaled it right there. Man, that's big. What a fighter. Yeah, it's a really nice bluegill. A very nice bluegill. That's number 4 for the bucket.
It felt good to be getting this quality of bait from the creek. You don't have to use live bait to catch a flathead, but around here in the summer, it does help. Gar and softshell turtles will tear up cut bait in minutes. They'll go after live bait too, just not as much. Flatheads are the top predator in most waters they live in, so just about any live fish will do. I like these panfish because they're easy to catch in numbers and they make a lot of vibration when you toss them into the murky water.
That right there, guys, is a green sunfish. And I like them. They're pretty and they're tough. Great. Okay. Got that one. Golly. What is that? Oh, that was a bluegill that I had him wrapped around the fin. That is a big one.
The biggest barrier to catching a flathead catfish isn't just finding them. It's doing the work it takes to earn a chance. You've got to gather bait, put in lots of time, and then maybe you'll get a shot. They're elusive by nature, and maybe that's why I like them the most, the hunt.
Well, if you guys want a DIY lesson on how to get ticks, you do this in the summertime. All right, guys, it's hot, it's humid, but we made it to the hole. This is a bit of a local spot. There is a V-stick down there on the bank from somebody fishing here fairly recently, but I think that's okay. I think the more hours we put in on it, the more we're gonna be able to separate ourselves from the fishing pressure that does happen here occasionally. I don't see that many people here though. But basically what we've got is a riffle that comes in down this way and it kicks off and makes a big whirlpool right here. There's some down trees in it, and basically in a small creek like this, a deep hole is going to be at a premium. There's no blues in this creek, just flatheads and channel cats. I fished here a couple times and just caught small ones. One time I did catch a 15-pounder, but most of them have been really small. But one thing I've always noted from fishing here in the past, and the reason why I really want to campaign here, is that there's a really high presence of flatheads. I haven't caught a channel cat here in a long time, and the past several times I've been here, I've not had gar problems, which is a big deal fishing where I fish. So anyways, it's super hot outside, super humid. I'm gonna go get set up down there on the bank. All right, y'all, welcome to the hole. We've got our 3 fishing poles set up, and we're gonna put out some live baits. All right, check this out. Let's see what we got. Okay. We'll start with our reels. That is a Daiwa Crosscast 6000 reel. It's like a Japanese reel. Used to have them on Amazon. I'm not sure if they're on there anymore, but I really like them. For fishing poles, this is a Catch the Fever Hellcat rod. This is a medium heavy action. I think these rods are absolutely amazing in both their action and their indestructibility. There is a link for these in the description. I do have a discount code through them. It gives you 10% off and it helps me out a little bit too. These are amazing rods. Now for the rig, guys, I've been experimenting with this with pretty good success lately. So that's 80-pound braided mainline to a big sickle J hook to a swivel. And then we have 12-pound monofilament here and just a few more feet, an 8-ounce lead. So I've been paying attention to diddy poles, and I used to run limb lines myself. We would always have our baits on the surface and it would work great. And lately I've been fishing rod and reel with my bait way up high, and it's been working really, really well. So like this one right here, my weight is on the ground. My hook is at about my cheek. So that's almost 6 feet. Now obviously when it's casted out, it's gonna be lower in the water column. But I think the flatheads, they like to feed up. So I'm gonna do 2 rigs where we're fishing off the bottom, and then 1 rig just fishing with the Carolina rig on bottom. A little variety, you know? All right, y'all, that's a big, big bluegill. Yeah. We're gonna put it across the river on the other bank. That's a long-eared sunfish. If I can just get it there, I want this to land almost on the other bank. There's a nice eddy here. I'm gonna try and stick it over there. Nice, deep looking, nasty looking slack pocket. Not sure if that's good enough. We'll try one more time. That was better. So guys, what I'm looking at here is my sinker actually hit the other bank. It is stuck in the mud and my bait is on the surface, and I'm going to leave it with just a smidge of slack just to get that bait about 6 inches below the surface. And I think we ought to be in the money with that one. Okay, that's a largemouth bass. Flatheads kind of like roaming close to the bank. Y'all, I'm listening to the Thunder on the NBA Finals right now. It's game 3, but I just saw the biggest freaking long-nosed gar I've seen in a long time. That thing was 6 feet long, and it was right by that stick up right there. That was crazy. And what's even crazier is they're not smashing my baits. I've seen a couple of big gars so far. That was the biggest. But I've got baits right in this pocket. Well, I have a bait right in this pocket.
Despite a few gar rolling, the evening was calm. I like quiet nights. Many times in the past, a big flathead's been caught and it be the only bite all night long. So I wait.
Okay, I think something may have picked up the bass. That was kind of suspicious. Something's got that bass. Probably still got it. Yeah, something's got it. I'm gonna set the hook because I got J hooks now. No? Really? I'm surprised. Guys, something might have our bait that's on the surface, and it's doing it in a very casual fashion, which I think is super weird, but there it goes. It's working on it. Here it goes.
I strongly believe flatheads are sensitive to light, so I try and leave the lights off at night as much as possible.
It's definitely a flathead. Oh, we got it. No. 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 I set the hook at about ripped the rod out of my hands. I had all my lights off, so you didn't see it. Hopefully you could hear that. About broke my wrist. It's ridiculous. And there's a huge splash. Wow, that's insane, guys.
All right, y'all, it's like 12:30 at night. I was supposed to leave at 12, but then I was so tired that I'm just sitting here thinking about how tired I am. But I think I should probably go. Tomorrow, if I do have to go on a bait run, I don't think it'll be that many. All right, I guess I'm gonna pack up.
Welcome to day 2 of this campaign. The good news is that somehow I only lost one bluegill in my bait tank last night, so I have a pretty good starting stash. So I'm gonna go to a different creek spot today and try and get a few more live baits for this evening, because the gar could turn on at any time and then we could really be running through baits. So we're gonna go do that, and we're gonna get set up a little bit earlier today, I hope. And hopefully we can get another crack at that big fish that I lost last night. That's kind of haunting me, man. That was a big fish. All right, let's go. Yeah, I love this creek. It's a nice little riffle, and there's a small hole. All right, this is a really cool spot. I'm excited to see what's living here in the small rock pool. Same as yesterday, that's just 10-pound braided line to a small hook with a little piece of night crawler. All right, kind of a funky angle. It's not that deep either, so something picked it up. We got it. First cast. That's how you start it off right there. It's funny how in the creeks like this, all I'm doing, since it's ultra clear, so I'm just looking for water that's deep enough where I can't see the bottom, and that's gonna hold a lot of fish. Small bluegill, but we'll definitely take them. That one thumped it pretty good too. Oh, something picked it up. That's a fighting one, man. What is that? Wow, that's a huge bluegill. That right there is a hand-sized bluegill. I didn't know if we would get very big ones out of here. It's a very small spot, but that's got me feeling good. Wow. I saw that one come up. That's like I don't know what species that is. Something picked it up. Nice one. Sunfish. I was thinking there definitely had to be some sunfish in here with all the rocks. Number 4. What a fantastic bait. He didn't quite choke it, but he tried to.
Like day 1, the bait fish were coming easily. That's a relief when the humidity is over 95% and the temperature is in the mid-90s. I caught a few more fish here to supplement yesterday's bait catch to fill the bait tank once again.
Nice one, there we go. That is a huge bluegill, much bigger than I would have thought. All right, there's your hand sizer. All right, guys, we'll go ahead and call this one the last one of the day right here. Just a small but usable bluegill, okay? All right, y'all, we've got what we need. Now, let's go to the bigger creek. See you there.
While it was a good start to day 2, a major obstacle would soon arise.
All right, y'all, so there's been a wrench thrown in the plan. It's 6:10 in the afternoon, it's a Thursday evening, and there's some individuals fishing this hole. I didn't expect that to happen on a work night, but here we are. So I've got to make lemonade out of some lemons. And I was thinking about doing this tomorrow night, but we're gonna do it tonight because this is the hand we've been dealt. So I'm gonna take you guys to one of the most special places that I know of. And it is the place where I very first fell in love with fishing. It's an old country bridge on like some kind of random Clearwater lake. It's like a spring-fed lake thing. It doesn't have a name or anything. Back when I first started fishing, we'd sit there and drop baits off the bridge and catch trophy bullheads at night. And so I think what I'm gonna do is go there and wait until dark and drop some baits off the bridge just like I used to and collect us some trophy baits. And then I think what we'll do is come back here later at night when hopefully these guys are gone. You know, y'all, right now I feel really struck. A lot of memories of where I'm standing right now. See, I didn't grow up fishing, but really where fishing grabbed a hold of me was right here. I was 17, maybe 18 years old, and we would sit right in this exact spot I'm about to set tonight. And we never caught a channel cat out here, never a flathead, never a blue. There's some really nice bass, nice crappie, and some of the biggest shellcracker I've ever seen in my life. Yeah, I mean, it's just a beautiful place. As I look around, I'm really just struck by how little it's changed. How exciting to be back. So what I did, I just took a couple small bluegills from my bucket. I'm using micro cut bait. So that's just a little piece of cut bait there. My rig for this, since we're dropping off the bridge, the wind is very light. I've just got a single split shot, don't know what size, but heavy enough where it'll take my bait down into the water, okay? So let's see if I can even get him up. I'll tell you right now, I don't think my pole can do it. Maybe it can. We're getting him up. All right, y'all, fish number one. Skinny bodied, big headed bass. No, how do we miss that? That's crazy that we missed that. Here we go. Getting a bite finally. What is it? We got something, guys. We got a huge bullhead, the target. Okay, we're gonna attempt to get him up here. And before dark. Not like a super monster bullhead, but that's really a great one right there. He suffered an injury. He had somebody else's hook in his gill, a decently large circle hook, so I had to remove that. I'm gonna go ahead and put him in my bait tank and hopefully he revives well. He's a bullhead, so he probably will. But that's a really, really nice start. Just a ugly, ugly little bullhead there. How cool is that? Yeah, y'all, at this rate, we're getting bites every 5 to 10 minutes, which is pretty good. And it's not even dark, so I like what we're doing here. What's up? There we go. What is that? Big old bullhead. It's a really fat bullhead. We're getting some very sweet baits tonight, and it's not even dark yet. I love it. All right. All right, y'all, if we miss one more, that's a 1/0 circle hook. I'll try that. There we go, we got it. No! Okay, guys, that was a bullhead, and he came off at the surface, or right below the surface. I've got to put on a new hook. This hook is my problem. Circle hook. Got a bite. So with the circle hook, we lost it as well. Guys, this is bordering horrendous hookup rate. I mean, I'm getting bites every couple of minutes. Okay, next time I'm just gonna wait longer. I didn't even know I was getting a bite. There's a bullhead. One of the smaller ones I've caught here. That guy is a very mean little bullhead. What's up?
You decide to get some bait real quick?
Yeah, go ahead, man. You good? All right, y'all, we got a bite already. We got another. We got some guys about to catch some bait here. That's a big bullhead right there. All right, y'all, look at that. As soon as it hit the bottom. Oh. There we go. Nice. So you catch a lot of these out here. They take a little bit, but
Is that mud catch?
yeah.
That's what I've heard the best bait is for flatheads, right there.
You want this one?
Yes.
Here, there you go.
Yes, I do.
When I come, I need pliers. Yeah, that's the only catfish that lives out here is bullheads. Yeah, but I just use a little piece of cut perch like that. It slid up my line, but
You can just catch them all the time, huh? Thank you, man.
yes, sir. All right, y'all, something bit it on the drop. All right, let's see if we can keep this one pinned. What is that? Is that a huge, oh my God. Holy crap. That thing is huge. I'll have to hand line this one. Yeah. Yeah, that's a good one right there. Yeah, that's a good one. No, I don't eat these now.
No, he uses the bait.
Man, what is that? Is Is that a monster bullhead? Good Lord, that's huge. I'm gonna have to hand line him up. I mean, I can't just do all this on my ultralight. I mean, I'll just break the thing. So I set the hook pretty hard, so hopefully the hook don't straighten out. All right, y'all, this is one of those jumbo bullheads that I came here for. The J hook and the jig head was working pretty well, but they were swallowing it, so I don't love that. But that's a good one. Let's put them in our tank, and then let's go see if those gentlemen who were fishing before me have vacated. All right, y'all. It's not often that I start fishing almost midnight, but here we are. We're gonna throw this green sunfish downstream on the opposite bank. Right on that bank. That's a really big bullhead. What I like about bullheads is they're hooked well, and they're definitely going to be alive all night. All right, guys, I'm going to put some bells on the rod and get the lights off, and hopefully we can catch a giant tonight.
This night was totally quiet. I didn't receive a single bite of any kind for hours. I began to doubt. I was exhausted. But then, at 4 a.m., it all changed.
Something picked up this bass. Oh wow. Something's got it. Something's got this. Got it, and it's gonna be in a tree too. Okay, big fish. Bigger than I thought. Oh no. Did he come off the tree? Or is he right around it? Oh, he's right around it. Oh no. Oh, he's rubbing on it. Okay, maybe it's over a superficial part though. It's on a live bass. It's a pretty big one too. Come on. Well, I can't tell how big it is. Oh no. Yeah, one of the biggest I've ever caught in this area. Okay, I gave him some slack. I'm gonna try and get way wide. Come out. Oh, he's right there. I don't know if he's got any size to him or not. They put some drag on me. Oh, wow. Come on, bro. Okay, maybe if I climb way up this hill. Okay, so I'm gonna... This fish is really strong. Okay guys, so there's a tree out there. I don't know if you can see it. I was really worried about it. Maybe I could climb down to the rocks. I still don't think that would get him over it. Okay, we'll see. I'm gonna try and climb way up high on the hill, okay? Because if I can just get the line over it, I might be able to do the thing. This is so silly. It's like 4 in the morning. Oh, he's almost off. I'm gonna... Oh man, he's big. Guys, I am up on a vertical, just crappy bank. Okay. Okay. We're gonna go down to the rocks. If he looks big enough, I'll swim for him, but I admit I'd rather not. Okay, buddy, where are you? Okay. All right, here we go. This guy ate a largemouth bass just right off the other bank. All right, we're in the water. Okay, we're 10 feet away. I might be able to get him from this angle as long as I don't step off the hole. I don't know if I can. Oh, we got him. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. How big are you, dude? Oh, he's decent. Decent. Okay. Ugh. Come on, bud. Come here. Oh, yeah. Wow. Nice. Nice. Guys, we finally caught a big fish out of a small creek. Oh, that is so sweet. Yeah, he ate a live bass that I just put out on the opposite bank. All right, guys, I'm about to take a picture with this awesome flathead catfish. But he did kind of swallow the hook. So one thing you can do and should do with these big fish, and he's not gonna like it. He may try and get mean, but your arm is big enough to go down his gullet easily. So I'm going to, he really won't like it. But you can actually reach down into his stomach and retrieve the hook. Okay, so my arm is now in his gut, but Pop the hook out. Just gotta work it out. We got it. And that's what he ate right there. Nice.
That's got to be the biggest flathead I've ever caught out of this creek. The hours and hours of absolutely no bites or action at all out here have just paid off with this awesome flathead. You know, when you're fishing tiny creeks where I live, 50 and 60 pounders, they might be out of the question. They're not totally out of the question, but this right here is a really big fish and almost a full circle moment, just because I've been fishing this place a long time, and with this campaign I've decided I really want to catch at minimum the biggest fish I've ever caught out of this creek, and it's during the spawn right now. So this is super gratifying. That's awesome. Let's get a weight, let's let him go.
So
he may take a minute. It did take a while to get the hook and everything out. We'll let him take all the time he wants though. Nope.
From being gut hooked and around the tree to the much longer than normal hook removal process, weight, and photo, this release is going to take some time. I admit this wasn't my best work. After a couple minutes, she would kick and swim away. I believe she is out there healthy today. Hindsight's 20/20 though. After removing the hook, I should have laid the fish back in the water a few minutes to catch its breath before taking a picture.
She's about to go. Oh, she's gone. Guys, you don't know what that means to me. It's 3:50 in the morning, so probably when that fish hit was probably around 3:30 or so. And that's just validating in so many ways. This is kind of a full circle type trip. Back then we would never catch fish like that, and I think it's a combination of not fishing enough hours, not fishing the best spots, and not using the best baits. And you know, most of this is private land around here, so there's only a couple of good spots, and so this spot is highly pressured. Like there was people here earlier, you know, and people come here I think all the time, and so it's also validating to know that some of the stuff that I've learned through really pursuing fishing really hard can give me an edge even in like public spots. So that was so cool. I want to come back out here tomorrow. So I think I'm going to put out another bait, but I'm only going to give it like 20 or 30 more minutes, and then I'm going to leave. And then we'll come back tomorrow. And I know there's bigger fish than that in this creek, and I hope to catch it.
Day 3 was simple. I caught a few baits off the bridge and headed down early to lock in my spot at the creek. I went all out. I even swam a big bullhead across to the little eddy on the far bank.
I'm gonna go put this monstrous bullhead over on the other bank, suspended right on it.
I only got one bite that day, and it came just minutes after baiting up.
Guys, something's already on it. What?
Eventually, I left in some odd hour of the night. For a day or two, I felt satisfied. That 28-pounder from night 2, my first big flathead from this little creek, felt like closure, a chapter finally complete. Then, I went traveling. Paul and I took off on what turned out to be the most spectacular fishing adventure of my life for 3 weeks. But even out there, in the middle of all that grandeur, I kept thinking about the small muddy creek. Was that 28-pounder really the king of the hole, or was there something bigger still lurking down there? Eventually, I made up my mind. I had to go back, just once more, for one final night. I needed to close the book on the place that started it all, the one I'd never fully figured out, even after all these years. So about a month after day 3, I returned for one last hurrah. My old friend Josh would be joining me this evening. We caught bait quickly and then headed to the creek.
We got bait. It's really hot. We're going to the creek now. I think tonight's the night. The water should be lower than last time. It finally quit raining here in Oklahoma. All right, Josh, you ready? Catch a giant. Are you hooked up? To a tree?
Snagged me. But I did have something on there. Hey.
Get your bait back at least, or get your rig? Everything. I was watching your line. I didn't know if you could see it. I don't know, it was kind of funky what I was doing. All right, y'all, I'm gonna put this bluegill over on this bank somewhere. It's a very small area, so. It's a very steep sandbar over there.
Yeah.
Very steep. All right, y'all, it's hot. It's our 4th night out here. I think today's the day. We're gonna catch something over 30, possibly up to even 50 pounds. That'll blow my mind coming from a really small creek like this, but it's been done before, and I think it could be done today. All right, now we wait. Time to cool off.
This evening really felt much like the old times. Josh and I used to fish this place when we were much younger. In fact, it was Josh who caught the biggest cat I'd ever seen from this place, a 23-pounder, years and years ago. It was good to catch up and share the bank with him once again.
Man, he's doing that thing, bro. Get him. Fish on. You get him, Josh. Get him in. Yeah, get him over that tree. You're a beast. You're a beast. He's probably not ready yet. Small flatty? Yeah, nice, dude.
You want the net?
Oh, no, I'm good. Wow, he's crazy, dude. It's actually... Oh, I'm sorry, dude. This guy is crazy as hell. Hope you got strong line.
No, it's a good one. It's a nice one.
Very exciting.
It fought very hard.
Very spunky.
Yeah.
Awesome, man. Well, that's the right kind. Fish is gone.
fish on. All right, guys, fish on. Where is he? He's running like crazy. It's a crazy fish. What is that?
Okay, small flathead. That's 2 for the night. That's really fun. So hopefully we can get a big one here, but I'm happy with just that. Very exciting. He hit it really hard. Forgot to put my bell on and the rod was just laid over. Just let it go. Good flathead ratio right there.
Yeah. 2 flathead, 0 anything else? Yep. Okay, buddy. Fish is gone. Great. It's just incredibly hot down here. It's like fishing in the jungle. Josh just left. We're gonna stay here a while longer. It's 11:15. Hopefully we can catch a big one soon, and if we do, I'm gonna go home. But we'll give it a while until we get too tired. I think we're gonna get one tonight though. Fish on. It's heavy. We gotta get it to him. It's heavy. Oh no. Oh no. What just happened? Is it still on there? What? This rod just got slammed. Something's in a tree. Yeah, there's fish on there, guys. It's in a tree. I think we got it out. Okay. I thought it might have been big, but I'm not sure. He's kind of crazy though. Oh wow, he's kind of big. What is that? Oh, crazy flathead. Crazy. He smoked it too. Smoked it. It's the 3rd flathead of the night. Come here, buddy. Oh, he's tuned up. Wow, we pulled him out of a tree. I think we're lucky to get him. Well hooked though. Dang, crazy dude. Is he well hooked? Wow. That was no hesitation over there, right on the shallow bank. Right where I caught mine earlier. Go ahead and give up, bro. Nice one. Nice one. Nice one. Flathead number 3 overall of the night. That's my 2nd one. Much better fish. I bet he's 15 pounds. It's
about 2:30, 3 in the morning. I think this will probably be the last night of the campaign. I think we're gonna just give it till daylight. He ate right on that bank over there, like right on it, within feet of it. And both of mine have come from that same spot. Really happy to catch this guy. That's a solid fish from the tiny creek. Tonight is awesome. All right, let's let him go. All right, guys, that's about an 18-pound flathead. Sweet. Let's let it go.
Think we won't have any problems. Thanks for playing, buddy.
Super appreciate it.
Oh yeah. Picked up with no problem.
It's 2:30 at night. Just caught a 18-pound flathead. Man, for the size of this creek, I feel like that's really good. But as we know, there's at least one bigger in here. But I happen to think there may be more than that. Little bell ringer there. Yeah, I'm gonna regret it, but guess I'm gonna stay till the sun rises. We've got the bait to do it. We're here, the flatheads are biting. So we're gonna sell out tonight. I was gonna maybe come back tomorrow night, but if I stay all night tonight, awake, been awake since 5 a.m. I really don't know how I'm awake right now, but guess we'll stay all night. Sorry if I'm rambling. My brain is mush. It's very, very late at night. Probably 3:30 in the morning or something. I'm gonna have some pears. I'm out of water. I'm gonna have this just because the syrup might have enough water to get me through the night.
It's now 5:30 in the morning. I fell asleep right on the ground. I woke up and for the first time that night saw the moon. So I start fiddling with my camera, trying for a good moon shot when I get a big bite.
Okay guys, this might be our big one. It's like 5:30 in the morning. Could get over to the right. Wow. Whoa, what's going on? I don't know how big, but this green sunfish has been out for hours. It's probably our biggest of the night. I've got my drag a little looser now because he's right near the shore. Just kind of playing him out. Yeah, this bait has been kicking down there for like 6 hours. Nice one. Nice one. Just got hammered. Thought we might get another chance here at the end of it all. Man, can't let them go really far though. Yeah, nice one. I don't know how big really. Wow, it's been a good night of flathead fishing out here on the tiny creek. Wear out, bro. I need you to wear out. Nice. Wow. How are you hooked? Hooked in the corner of the mouth, it looks like. Come here, dude. Come here. Come here. Oh yeah, nice. Wow. Come here. Come here. Got him. Got him. Dang, dude. Wow. Well. I don't know, man. And guys, I was sleeping for a long time right here on the sand. Yeah, that's a nice one. All right, guys, very quickly, we're gonna get a weight on this fish. Yeah, corner of the mouth right there on that J hook. Nice. $26 pounds. Wow, awesome. Okay, I might actually go wash this girl off and get her breathing for a minute, and we'll take a quick picture with it. I'm just giving her a breather before we take a quick pic, and then I'll actually let her go. So it's got a lot of life left in it. The one I caught last month, the 28, it was gut hooked and had been through a much longer fight that was around a tree, so it had a harder time going back. Well guys, a 26 pounder here at 5:30 in the morning. But unbelievable takedown, great fight. He came in the very deep of the hole, like he'd been out all night or something, coming back home. Absolutely roasted a green sunfish. I guess there really are big fish in the tiny creek. And remember, this isn't the Tennessee River. This is a big fish for this area. So I'm really happy to have caught this. Let's let her go. Just trying to go already. Awesome. Wow. Guys, I'm going to conclude this campaign. I'm glad I came back for one more night. It was really awesome to see this place kind of pop off. This is a super small hole, so to catch 4 flatheads out of here was a little surprising, but also I was very welcome to that. Thank you guys so much for watching. It means the world to me. I work really hard on all of this, so if you don't mind, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. There's a great playlist in the upper left-hand corner of your screen. There's some amazing videos in there. I hope you guys watch. I appreciate it, guys. I'm gonna go get some sleep. Long night. See ya.